At that time, I was in the Tabima border area with the other 20 soldiers, and was waiting for my father-in-law to come back to us. And when he came arrived to the place where we lived, and he asked me, who alone? I mean, my wife and the rest of the soldiers' wife going into town side. I said, oh, because one of the two, there were two of the villagers came up and they said, there were the Burmese army around your area. One, you guys still continue to live in this area, and there there were two other, I mean, leaders too, but none of them dare not to let the soldier wife go into Thale because of they haven't received the order from Mr. Robertson, which is my father-in-law, but because of the two Thai villagers came to her, they said, the Burmese army is around, is near you guys now, so that you better leave. I said, are you sure the Burmese army around our area? They said, I'm pretty sure the Burmese army around, I mean, close to our area now. And they let all of the soldiers while my wife go into Thai side. After they left and my father-in-law came back to me, he said, who let those people go into Thai side? I said, me. And after that he was so mad, but even though he was mad, he wasn't able to do anything at all because everything was end for all everybody. It's kind of so hard tough situation at that time, and we continued to stay over there for a week because my brother-in-law, who's Latu, was one day in the battle, and was the only person who speak Thai language at that time, and he asked me to go into Thailand to take care of my brother-in-law. Yeah, I was over there for a week, and then after he was discharged from the hospital, and then my father-in-law, I mean, let me go back to the place where they live, which is right before the refuge camp. And then I went and saw there were the whole bunch of the villagers and my wife, my daughter, and some other soldiers' wives. There, there were a lot of people who say got diarrhea, and they have only roof is plastic, which is the good thing. That it wasn't raining yet, and the NGO came over there, and
The NGOs are the
yeah,
Non-government organization.
non-government
Yes.
non-government organization. And then later on, as soon as I arrived over there, and then which is Netu and Zozo, and was husband, they came to me and said, Emilio, we need your help because of the transport, I mean the interpreter. And then I went over there with one of the NGO who speaks English language, we, which is like, we prepare the clean water for the refugee, the displaced people at that time they call. Yeah. And every day took me every day long, and later on, like, they said we have to move to the refuge camp now, which is called Tam Hill Refuge Camp right now. And then later we moved to the camp. We have to clear all the places, and then
So
stay
you
with the
you helped open up a brand new refugee camp.
yeah,
to
me
start a
and
brand new
some
refugee
other people. Yeah.
And how long was it, the CC, for you? How long was it between the time that you made your 2 week journey with Golden, you left, before you saw Million again? How long was it?
Come on, like 2 months.
I think 1 or 2 months. I didn't remember.
So you were separate.
Separate from me and my husband
Yeah.
for 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
How many people were in the Tom Hin camp then once you got it established?
I'm not very sure, but I'm pretty sure. I think more than 3,000 something at the time. Yeah, 3,000. Yeah, because they're divided into 3 zones, and each zone has more than.
I think 50,000, more than
Yeah,
50,000.
I'm not very sure.
Yes.
Now, I know that your Latu'u was very seriously wounded.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
his arm was just,
yeah.
and I know that he was crying out in pain.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that he just shoot me. I mean, I've heard his testimony.
Yeah, at first, like, he thought one of my friends told me that Latu was telling him that your guy, like, just kill me because I believe that if I continue to go to Thailand or live in town hospital, it's going to cost a lot of money. The my father doesn't have money to pay for my order, so that I'm satisfied with it. Just tell my father that I'm done. I finished more for my people. That's why he told his people.
But you stayed with him, and he got better, but it was a long time until his arm's still not good.
Oh yeah, you're right.
His arm and his intestine.
That's
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is your
Brother-in-law.
your brother-in-law.
My brother.
Your brother.
Yes. When we arrived to the camp, the Thai soldier and a lot of Korean people that flee to the camp, we got support from NGO, and they gave us 6 bamboo to make the house,
Okay.
and they issue us a roof, and they give us a rice, salt, pepper, and fish pig, and then and also bean, yellow bean, they gave us. But very hard to build the house with 6 bamboo. It's really, really, we need more than that. We need more than 200 bamboo, but we just got 6 bamboo at that time. So for my husband, he make the bamboo hut for us, like the tent, small tent, and we have to stay in the the tent. The roof is the plastic roof. It's really hard. You cannot use any rope or nothing. You have to tie with something. And then they gave us 8 feet long house. Like how tall, how long the house is. 8 feet.
8 feet only.
Like square.
If it's good.
8 feet square house.
For the 4 of you.
Yes.
For
Every
For 3 of us,
every person, every family has to have like that. We are like the same thing.
Same thing.
So for us, really hard. And then they gave us I don't know how to call that, but the charcoal.
chocolate.
Charcoal?
Yeah, charcoal is we never use that, so we don't know how to use that too. At the time, the life is so hard. The weather is at the time the weather is raining season, so we have to find the firewood to make the fire really hard. You cannot make fire so easy because the firewood is wet. So for us, we don't have the electricity. We don't have nothing. We don't have the gas.
Right.
We have is candle.
Just a candle.
We brought candle with us, so we have to use the candle at the time.
Where do you get your water?
The water is, when we went to the camp, the water is so dirty.
Mm-hmm.
The water is so dark. So, but we have to use that. We have to use that.
And where
The
do you
river.
get from the river?
Yes, from the stream, not the river. The stream. We have the small stream that we have to use. Everybody has to use that water.
For everything.
So a lot of people got diarrhea and fever and a lot of infections at that time,
Sure.
including my daughter too. He got diarrhea. She got diarrhea.
Yeah, life in the refugee camp was really tough at that time. There was no future. I mean, for me and my family at all. Decided to come to Bangkok to apply for United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee Status, and then later on, with the help of one of my friends, I sneaked into Bangkok, and then later on, I came to Bangkok and met with one of my aunt, who has been recognized as a refugee, and she told me, go and get your wife, and then I'll try to help your guy as much as I could, and then which is she gave me some of the money, and then I came back to one of the village which is close to the refugee camp. I asked one of the gentlemen who drive the motorcycle, and then he went and picked up my wife and the refugee camp, and with his help, and we came to Bangkok again, and we lived there with my wife's aunt over there for a while, and then later on, because of her help, and then we have the shelter, the place to live. And later we apply for the United Nations Commissioner for Refugee Status, and then we were waited for 3 months to 4 months, and then we were recognized as a refugee. And then later they gave us some money, and we were able to rent and then live over there until 2000. We can say 2000 September. And then before 2000 September, we have to move to another camp to be able to come to United States, yeah, to Minnesota. I came to Minnesota because my father-in-law has came here before us, and he also has one of his relatives here in Minnesota, and also his sibling told us. I mean, his aunt told us that he has a very good pastor here, which is called First Baptist Church pastor. At that time, I don't know his name, but I know him very well.